Field bids the starter good night at the 2,000 metre marker. Roy Stingray is right there. Crystal Ball and Iced Up on the right hand side. Red and Green Silks iced up. The rider looks across and nobody wants to go, and Iced Up gets an easy lead as they race down to the 1600. Roy Stingray second. Minnie the Moocher's prominent into the groove in fourth in the Green Silks. Star of Caesar is deep around runners. Then we drop back to Inga. Inga and O'Keeffe are 6-7 lengths off the leaders. Crystal Ball's around runners. Ray's Diner Jet. Then we drop back to Green Fairy and Got Your Back as the trailer. No speed on. Iced Up at a pedestrian tempo. Star of Caesar in the blue is parked second. Roy Stingray third. Minnie the Moocher fourth. Ray's Diner Jet's around them. Crystal Ball into the groove, saves ground towards the inside. O'Keeffe is bottled up with Inga. They're about 6 lengths off the leaders. Got Your Back and Green Fairy, they appear to be the last two, but there's only 7 lengths top to tail. The Dictator is Iced Up, but Star of Caesar moves up a neck second as they go past the 800. Ray's Diner Jet, yellow sleeves and cap. Look at Minnie the Moocher in the white silks on the bridle. Roy Stingray, orange cap. Reminders for Into the Groove. Crystal Balls between runners. Green Fairy, Inga, O'Keeffe. Homeward bound, Star of Caesar moves up to the 400 metre marker. Minnie the Moocher, the white silks. Roy Stingray, look left. O'Keeffe got a beautiful split at the rail. O'Keeffe runs on. Minnie the Moocher down the centre. Roy Stingray on the outside. Green Fairy. O'Keeffe 150 to go in front by a length, and it's O'Keeffe now drifting to the middle, but O'Keeffe moving like the wind into the groove second. Roy Stingray, Crystal Ball and Got Your Back. They fanned across the track, but you could see O'Keeffe moved up beautifully at the rail and then just started to lug out coming to the 200. Ends up down the centre of the course. When they spun for home, had a beautiful rails run, and there you'll see just seems to change stride short of the post, but wins with authority. Into the groove second, Roy Stingray. Crystal Ball just ahead of Got Your Back. Green Fairy, Minnie the Moocher. Inga never really got into the shake-up. O'Keeffe, there you can see, beautiful split at the rail and comes forward to strike the front and then just starts to lug towards the centre coming to the 200 metre marker. Crystal Ball, Roy Stingray, and on the outside, Got Your Back. O'Keeffe clear of the opposition, comes down the middle of the course and wins with authority in race number 8. That's all from this evening's meeting at Greyville. Catch you Sunday, Scottsville. Sheldon Peters, back to the studio.
Well, O'Keeffe has come through to win a very nice end to the meeting for Andre Nel, Platinum Racing, daughter of Gimme the Green Light, and well done to everybody concerned. And Byron just telling me off air that last start, he watched the race in Port Elizabeth and she seemed to just not go on with the effort, but she's travelled down well to you, Byron.
Yeah, obviously she arrived in great order from Andre, and her last run she moved up quite well, and she was heavy that day. Whether or not she didn't enjoy it, I'm not sure, but she still ran a game race, and she's very temperamental. Andre gave us the warning about her, but full credit to Gareth. He's done all the work in the week and that, and to Thomas, and she had a little hiccup earlier in the week with a bruised hoof, and Robbie Dawson managed to sort things out there, so thanks to him, and it's all paid off tonight.
Stock has come through from Cape Town for our season. You've got some nice horses that they've sent down?
Yeah, a small bunch that have come up this season, so we'll obviously just plot the right races for them, but it's obviously competitive, and but we'll just see how it goes.
Nice way to end it off, Byron, and as always you do an outstanding job for the team. Well played.
Yeah, thanks. These obviously big well done to Mrs. Plattner. She just watched the race, so well done to her, and obviously to Andre and Volkerbos who bred it. Thanks.
Fantastic. Well done to Andre Nel, Platinum Racing, Mrs. Plattner watching. A boss that's given you the opportunity, and you are riding well as you can ride, Garrett, because this was peach of a ride from you because it opened up beautifully when you turn into the straight.
Yes, first up I just want to thank Mrs. Plattner, well done. And for all the horses we have and the support, I'm very grateful. And to Byron and Thomas and the whole team here, they got these horses doing well. And of course, Andre Nell in Cape Town, thank you very much.
You mentioned when you jumped off, when she went down to the start, you were very, very excited.
Yes, at work, she started, to me, she was working well and I was confident, but she just has her days where she sticks up and maybe she just gives you that feel where I think she's quite clever. She maybe just does enough,
Sure.
But when I went down today, I said, if she decides to run today, they'll be hard to beat. And she did exactly that. She always seemed, a couple of starts she jumped slow, but I left her alone. I was always going well. I went for that gap and she moved up quite well and had a look at the stands first run here, but she won quite nicely today.
Nice way to end off the evening. Well done.
Thank you very much. Just well done to Mrs. Plattner again and Byron and Andre. Thank you.
Fantastic. That is Garrett van Zyl, Plattner Racing, closing off the meeting. Number 5 is the number you'll need if you caught the pick 6, 5, 7, 8, and 3. And that's a wrap of our race meeting this evening where we had 8 races on the poly track. A big thank you to the guys, of course, Warren Lenferner and KB Shea, Sheldon Peters calling all 8 races. We had 2 producers this evening. In the green room was our good friend, Mr. Raymond Rogers, and the gentleman that took care of me this evening was Denver, Mr. Chips Grantham. And a meeting will never go by without the mention of the best and hardest working cameraman on course, who is none other than Zane. Until we meet again, which will be tomorrow, be there. If you're in the vicinity, I'll be at Chatsworth Centre, Danmar, promoting the Charity Turf Challenge competition. Lots of giveaways. Until then, you take care. Have an awesome weekend. Salani Garshle.